Yes, it's time for another album ranking. Today we are doing Lord Belial. We are ranking Lord Belial's discography. They have 8 albums for me to rank. I thought I'd give you another album ranking this week since no one enjoyed my script album ranking. Anyway, Lord Belial are a Swedish black metal band. They are the pioneers of Swedish black metal, I have read. And there are 3 members. We have Thomas Backlund, who is on vocals, Mika Backlund on drums, and also Nicholas Peppergreen on guitar. Unfortunately, at the moment, Lord Belial haven't released an album since 2008. They decided to quit because of the drummer, Mika Backlund, who was losing his hearing. So they decided to say, you know what, Lord Belial is finished and we will return whenever we want. So we got 8 albums to rank today, from the weakest to the strongest. I've recently gotten into Lord Belial and I think they are absolutely fantastic. Some do say that they do sound like Dissection. I can understand where they are coming from because there are some elements where you don't know whether Lord Belial is black metal or mellow death. So overall, let's get on with the ranking. So my least favorite Lord Belial album, which is still great, there's no bad Lord Belial albums, is the Seal of Belial. The Seal of Belial has more of a mellow death sound in my opinion. There's a lot of melody and it doesn't have that black metal edge that a lot of Lord Belial albums have. There are interesting instrumental passages where at times I believe don't really work for this album, like Sons of Belial is a good song overall. Got Abysmal Hate as well, and Armageddon Revelation, and even Scythe of Death, which was from the EP, I believe. Yeah, this is a good album overall, but I just feel this is their weakest. Lord Belial were more creative within the other albums, and this is the album that I don't really go back to. If I want to hear Lord Belial, I don't pick up the Seal of Belial. This album was released back in 2004. Vocals are very good on this album. Don't get me wrong, vocals are intense, they're harsh and aggressive, had that black metal edge, but the instrumentals sound more mellow death. Interesting chord progressions throughout the songs, like Mark of the Beast. That's a good song overall. It's a really nice dripping guitar solos. Lord Belial are known for really shreddy moments. But yeah, the Seal of Belial is sitting last. Next up is Nocturnal Beast. This is slightly better in my opinion, but it's got a different Lord Belial sound. It does, again, incorporates more mellow death compared to black metal. Love the vocals. The vocals are very good. Some really good songs like Tsukaiba Inferno, along with Demonic Possession. Then you got Insufferable Rituals, Flashbound. I love that guitar riff on that. Interesting guitar riffs, interesting melodies. The vocals are very good on this. The vocals are always great on Lord Belial albums. This album has atmosphere like most of Lord Belial albums, but I just feel the production is super polished on this. A lot of later Lord Belial albums have that super polished production, which I do enjoy at times, but sometimes you just want that raw, lo-fi production like Lord Belial albums were back in the 90s. But yeah, what can I say? Nocturnal Beast is a solid album overall, but it sits at second last. So coming in next is The Black Curse. This is the final album by Lord Belial at this moment. I don't know if they're going to make another album, I'm not too sure, but this is the final album. Some fantastic songs like Trumpets of Doom. This is more of a different sort of album by Lord Belial, very similar to the album Revelations, the Seventh Seal, are very similar, but it has less than a bite than Revelation in my opinion. But this is still a very solid LP by Lord Belial. Primordial Incantation, so damn good. Devilish Enlightenment, Ascension of Lilith, that 7-minute song with a fantastic guitar solo. Yeah, some really yummy guitar solos on this. Just love the riffs, just love how catchy some of these songs are. A lot of melody as well. This is moving towards the more black metal edge from previous Lord Belial albums, other than Nocturnal Beast and the Seventh Seal and the Seal of Belial. Lord Belial are becoming black metal on this album, and I just really do enjoy it. His vocals are very good, they're very harsh, they're quite aggressive. I just love the tone of the guitars on this. I just love how dark and atmospheric this album is. So Lord Belial closed off in a very good way before they became defunct. Sworn is a great song. Inexorable Retribution is another fantastic song. And then you got got Soul Gate to end off the album. Fantastic album overall. If I had to score it, I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. Next up is Revelation, the 7th Seal. This is such a fantastic album overall. These are the albums that I absolutely love by Lord Belial, and I love Revelations. This is like such a unique album by this band, incorporating heavy metal elements along with mellow death, incorporating elements of black metal, and they just combine it all together to make such an epic album overall. Gateway to Oblivion is one of my favorite songs by Lord Belial. They incorporate cleaner vocals throughout. I just love how there's a WTF moment when there are clean vocals in the Lord Belial album. But overall, this is a fantastic album. The choruses are catchy, it's melodic. The guitar solos are on point. The drumming is absolutely intense. Just so many good songs like Death as Solution, Vile Intervention, Grievance, Black Winds of Death. Revelation I keep coming back to, and that's why Revelation is sitting here. Next up is Angelgrinder. This is a fantastic album. This is when they decided, this is when Lord Belial started to change the sound towards some Gajura slides on this album, if you get what I mean. There are some really nice guitar moments, some incredible vocals as well. Love Satan Divine, along with Kingdom of Infinite Grief, Wrath of the Antichrist Hordes, Wrath of the Antichrist Hordes. Such a catchy song. Unrelenting Scourge of War. I love the guitar. The guitar on this album is so damn prominent. The vocals are amazing. The drumming is incredible. Just a fun album overall, and this is a Black and Death album because the instrumentals are moving towards that melodic side. Angelgrinder, a fantastic album overall, an album that I keep coming back to. Next up is their 1995 debut, and it's Kiss the Goat. This was my first album that I listened to by Lord Belial, and I fell in love with this band. You got Satan Divine, Grace of God, then you got Osculum Obscurum, then you got Mysterious Kingdom. This incorporates more gothic themes and more sort of symphonic elements, and it's very different to the other Lord Belial albums I've mentioned. But I love Kiss the Goat. I just love how different this album is. This was Lord Belial's original sound. It's very interesting how Lord Belial changed his sound throughout the years. Even the album after Enter the Moonlight Gate, the sound changed a lot on that. But yeah, overall, Kiss the Goat is fantastic. And there are just so many interesting melodies that get stuck in your brain as well. Love the guitar tone. Also love the production. It's got that 90s black metal production. His vocals, fantastic. The high shrieks, different vocal style from the other albums I mentioned. But yeah, Kiss the Goat is sitting here. Alright, so next up, are you ready for war? It's the Unholy Crusade. This is a black metal war album and I absolutely adore it. There is so many fantastic songs on this LP. Summon the Legions, Unholy Crusade, then you got War of Hate. War of Hate is such an awesome song. There are some immaculate guitar solos on this. Immaculate guitar solos. I just love the guitar solos on this. I just love how there are just blast beats along with just ripping guitar solos. You know what? Quest for Metal doesn't believe there are guitar solos on this album because he just can't hear it. He has to get a cotton bud, clean his ears out full of wax, and actually listen to this album because this particular album has incredible guitar solos. Absolutely love it. And I still can't believe how he doesn't hear these solos ripping through, especially through Master of Destruction. Then you got Heavily, Eternally Burns. I mean, what an incredible song that is. Death is the Gate, Lord of Evil Spirits. Just so many good songs on this album. I absolutely adore it, and this is why it's sitting second. I know he loved it as well, but he just doesn't hear the guitar solos on this. And I'm just mind blown why he doesn't hear those solos. Rubbing My Hands, my favorite album by Lord Belial is none other than Enter the Moonlight Gate. Yes, it may be a generic pick. It's a lot of people's favorite. This has such incredible atmosphere. Absolutely adore it. This reminds me of Cradle of Filth. It reminds me of Cradle of Filth. The vocals, the gothic themes, the atmosphere, especially Cradlefield's earlier days in my opinion. I just absolutely adore it. I love his vocals. I love the ripping solos on this as well. There are some incredible solos. Enter the Moonlight Gate, what an incredible song. Then you got Unholy Spell of Lilith. You got Realm of 1,000 Burning Souls, which is like a 15-minute song, which is so damn good. I just love that 15-minute song. I just love the up and down roller coaster. But yeah, this is a masterpiece by Lord Belial, and it's one of my favorite black metal albums, probably in my top 10. The atmosphere is so damn chilling. It's haunting. This is a very haunting album by Lord Belial. Very spooky as well. The vocals, the ladies' vocals on some of these songs are so damn haunting and gothic. This is also a very intense black metal album, don't get me wrong, but it's also got that atmospheric gothic themes that I absolutely love, especially with the organ, the synths, very similar to bands like Emperor, you could say. I really love the tremolo moments as well, and the guitar, the progression, and just so many uplifting chants. Yes, Enter the Moonlight Gate is sitting at number 1. So yeah, comment below what you thought about this album ranking. Do you agree or disagree with my opinion? Let me know in the comments your ranking. Do you agree or disagree with my opinion? Keep the discussion going in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one.